Good morning. This is Carrie Falter, and I'm coming at you this morning because I read an article in the paper and I wanted to get on here right away and talk about it. So apologize that I don't have beauty right here, right? I have my face, it's got some redness, my eyes are pale, my hair is not done, and I worked out already this morning, but I'm wearing my Firewalker shirt. I'm so thrilled. I went to the UPW, Unleash the Power Within with Tony Robbins. If you ever can, you should really go. The in-person experience was 10 times better than the online experience. It was incredibly transformational. However, I feel like having attended more than one UPW, 3 online and 1 in person, the in-person was much more powerful because of that experience than it was before, had I've only gone to 1. Either way, if you ever can, go. I walked on fire, coals. It was amazing. I've got my Firewalker t-shirt. I've got my coals in my room, and they remind me that I'm powerful and that all I have to do is distract my brain long enough to get through the pain, right? And getting through that painful part is the key from who you are here to who you are going to be tomorrow. And you can never become this incredible person without that pain. It's necessary. It's required. It's the price of admission. California birth rates decline to historic low as women delay childbearing was the article that I came across today in the paper. It was printed on October 7th. And they talked about that the fertility rate in California has declined to a historic low of 1.48. It was 2.5 in 2008. The problem with that number is that 2.1 is the number to maintain our population. So with the 1.48, we will not be able to maintain the population. All of the states in America have dropped below 2.0. That is a problem. In my opinion, if you are going to have a system that depends on new money coming in to support money going out, and you reduce the population, you will not have enough money to support the population that will need it. There are some other problems with that. If you delay childbearing and you do it by choosing abortion, you have no idea who you will never meet. I've heard it said many times that they're thinking about what are we going to do if you have a child and they're involved in a horrific, traumatic situation, or they have to grow up in poverty, or the mother wouldn't have been impoverished if she wouldn't have had that baby. For me, when I was pregnant, the fear that was whispered to me was that I would have to choose between food and formula. And if I would have been thinking, I could have said, wait, I'm going to be breastfeeding. So my baby is going to have an ability to eat the same food that I am. And I only have to buy for one person right now, even though 2 people are living. The fear is based on the idea that you will never change, that who you are today is going to be who you are when that baby comes. But isn't that the price of admission? You can never become this person on the other side that did more with their life without paying the price of the hardship, of the pain. If you choose to allow situations to elevate you, you will elevate. If you choose to allow situations to bring you down, you will be brought down. You will drown. For me, abortion did delay me being rejected from people, talked about potentially disowned from my family because I was bringing in a child out of wedlock and I wasn't, the baby's father wasn't who they wanted it to be. There was so much shame wrapped up in that decision, right? I made the decision that I would have an abortion so I wouldn't have to tell everybody, hey, I'm a single parent, because it was in the 90s and it was really, really It was not a good thing to be a single parent. What I didn't see was people talking about women who were single parents that did amazing things with their lives, right? But I saw that later in life. Like 10 years after my abortion, I'd be sitting there at a table and my boyfriend at the time's dad goes, "Oh yeah, man, that girl across the street, she had a baby in high school. Man, she just made so much of her life and it was so amazing." That pride, that respect that he had for her was so high because she had to go through so much to get there. Do we promote and accolade those athletes that were born rich, had nothing but all the best going for them, all the best coaches, didn't have to suffer a bit, and now they get the gold medal? Not as much as the athlete that wasn't given the opportunities, that had to wake up early or go to sleep late, who had to choose between food and paying for trainers, all that stuff. We love those people. The respect is out the door. I feel taking the choice of having an abortion shortchanged me from seeing who I could have been until now. I'm 50 years old, 51. And people won't ever know that road I walked that was really, really hard. But dang, I could have been this person sooner. I could have gone and done amazing things because I would have had to build muscle to do that. To be a single mom and get done all the dreams that I had in my life. It wasn't the baby that was holding me back. It was me that was holding me back. I was the one that was choosing to shortchange myself from that opportunity to struggle. So I ask yourself, please don't shortchange yourself. Lean into the struggle, lean into the pain, lean into the price of admission. Distract your brain. Just tell them, there's no weeds, right? Because if we focus on the problem, we get bogged down. But if we focus on the solution, which is not there's no weeds, I don't know why that came into my head, but what do you want on the other side? It's incredibly painful for me to get in front of a camera and not be quote unquote beautiful. My hair all done, my makeup all done, I'm in the right outfit. Because all things aren't perfect, I don't make videos. But when I do make videos, it's amazing because I'm coming to you fresh and ready to go. But you missed out on all those other opportunities that I wanted to get involved and get in front of the camera and share with you a nugget of information because I didn't look pretty enough. And that was my limiting belief. I believed that I had to be beautiful for people to want to listen to what I have to say. What a terrible limiting belief that is. How many people in our world don't look, quote unquote, beautiful? Even men. There are men out there, I would even say, the more beautiful you are, the more people value what you have to say, right? Because they're caught up in this, what does it look like? What does it look like? But if more people don't stand up and say, I have something valuable to say, even though I don't look the part, then it will just continue to perpetuate the belief that all things must be perfect in order to put yourself out there. You have to be perfect. I have to be perfect. That's so not true. I can have babies if I don't have my house in order, if I don't have a 401k, if I don't have 6 months of savings built up. I can have a baby if it's unstable because that situation will force me to level up. Will it hurt? Hell yeah. Will it feel good? No, 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 no. Will it last longer than you ever thought it would be? Heck yeah. But those everyday, laughter and sweet moments you get with your child, those will make it all up. And when they grow up and they say, look at my mom, look what she went through, and I'm an awesome person because I saw that she struggled just to have me. That is pride. That gives you a feeling that you can't pay for, you can't buy, you can't promote, you can't get with subscribers, you can't get with anything. That feeling right there, that only comes from sacrifice. And sacrifice only comes from choosing the hard. All that to say, choose the hard. And if you're hurting from an abortion, I can help you out with that. I've got this really great book that I finished, Abortion Healing for Catholic Women. I'm finishing up Abortion Healing for Women so that those people who aren't Catholic or aren't comfortable with the Catholic faith can have something that's more in line with their beliefs. But it's all God still. It's still all God. It's all connection and getting to a space where you are filled with the Holy Spirit, that God comes down and brings you that strength you need to move forward. Don't buy into the lie that you are not strong enough, because if you move forward, supernatural powers will come through you, but only if you ask them to. God is a God of free will. He gives you complete free will. I give you the power to destroy, or I give you the power to create. Choose wisely. Choose wisely. So today I leave you with the encouraging word. Choose hard. Do hard. Do what makes you incredibly uncomfortable and scares the heck out of you today. Post about it. Just leave me a message in the comment section and I'll be sure and respond personally. Because that's what happens when you don't have many subscribers or many viewers. I can give you that personal touch. And if you're looking for someone to help you through that abortion healing, reach out also. I'd be happy to help you. So signing out, I hope you have yourself an amazing day. Thank you for accepting me and all my imperfections and the imperfections of the sun streaming in through the light. I've got neighbors going down. I got my husband downstairs opening and closing windows. It's real. It's me. But you can't recreate that beauty that life is. Thank you. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, subscribe. Bye.